Welcome to this semester's final episode of Falcon Fever. I'm your host, Dorothy Sherman, and Carlos Barahona will join us in the sports room in just a moment. We are your weekly source to Montevallo sports. Let's start with the undefeated men's basketball team, who is still on a hot winning streak. The Falcons dominated against Concordia Selma last Wednesday. They forced 30 turnovers, which led to 33 points, outscoring the Hornets 56-28. Senior Freddie Little led the team with 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 4 assists. Montevallo never trailed in the game as they jumped out to an early lead. The final score, Falcons 100-67. 2 days later, the Montevallo Falcons found themselves in a clash of the unbeatens against Eckerd at home. Eckerd took an early 9-2 lead, then Montevallo responded with a 11-2 run, eventually taking the lead. Both teams went into the half tied at 25. The second half started out the same way, with the Tritons leading with less than 7 minutes left. Montevallo reclaimed the lead after a goal-to-goal battle. Freddie Little sealed the deal when he pulled in 4 free throws for the team. The Falcons brought home yet another victory, winning 63-56. Montevallo's undefeated streak continued as they dominated the Shaw Bears on Saturday. The Falcons held a double-digit lead for all but 3 minutes of the game as they outscored Shaw 55-28 in the first half. Gerald January led the team with 14 points and 3 steals as the Falcons scored 35 points from turnovers. The score of 99-89 makes it look closer, but Montevallo totally dominated the game from start to finish. The win brings Montevallo to 7-0 in the season so far. Head coach Danny Young says his team's hard work is finally paying off.
Well, I thought we played really hard and won 2 really big games, I think, for us on Friday and Saturday, with Eckerd and Shaw both coming in undefeated into the tournament. So, you know, that was a great test for us, and I thought our guys stepped up to the challenge and just, you know, we got not complacent with how we've been playing, and we improved and we played really hard. I guess I'm always surprised that, you know, you kind of expect that, but you always want to be that because you expect it, but you never know what's going to happen throughout the course of the year. So I'm happy where we're at. I think our guys are happy where we're at. We just got to continue getting better. I think Torres Dortch has been a huge surprise to me this year from what he was a couple years ago. He's really improved and matured and just became a leader and just doing all the right things right now.
Montevallo hopes to continue their undefeated streak when they host Carver Bible College at home tonight, then Miles on December 12th. The Falcons will finish the 2009 year with a road trip to play Old Gulf State Conference rival West Florida on December 19th. Now let's toss it to Carlos Barahona in the sports room with Smorkin News. Carlos.
Thank you, Dorothy. The women's team is also claiming victory on the basketball court. So far, the Lady Falcons remain undefeated at home this year. They tried to keep their home streak alive last Wednesday against Concordia Selma. They started off slow in the first half as the Hornets took an early lead. That will be their only lead, as Montevallo never yielded again throughout the entire game. 5 of the Lady Falcons scored in double digits and forced 19 turnovers. The second half was never close as the Falcons held a double-digit lead the entire way to the final buzzer. The Falcons win 81-57. The victories continues as Montevallo hosted Talladega in the Bank Trust Arena 3 days later. The first half started with a struggle with both teams going into the half with a score of 30-29. Then the Falcons came out strong in the second half as Alicia Lewis led the team with 16 points. The Falcons led on to beat Talladega 68-59 and brought Montevallo's record to 6-1. Head coach Brittany Ezell is proud of her team's hard work.
You really don't complain about victories, but obviously there were some things that we'd like to work on. We gave up far too many offensive rebounds, and I just didn't like our intensity level as a whole. But like I said, you really don't complain about wins. I think the kids feel good being 6-1 and going into a big game against Martin Methodist on Saturday. I think Tiara Young has been the most pleasant surprise thus far. statistically, she's doing the things that we're asking her to do rebound-wise and playing at the basket. I think Alex Sanabria has probably been one of the most consistent performers, and then Alicia Lewis has been her steady self. So I could probably go through the whole roster and say something positive about everybody, but those three jump out right away. We play Martin Methodist on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
The Lady Falcons will end the 2009 year with Martin Methodist on December 12th. Then on December 19th, they will travel to face Delta State before returning home to face Delta State again on December 30th. Although the baseball season doesn't start until a few months, the Falcons gained a huge addition to their roster last weekend. Jeremy Boyd, an infielder pitcher from Gulf Coast Community College in Panama City, Florida, signed his recruitment letter to play for the Falcons. Boyd posted a .373 batting average with 2 home runs, 10 doubles, and 35 RBI offensively for his team last season. On the mound, he recorded 1 win and 1 save in 13 innings pitched while only walking 3. His opponent's batting average was a mere .196. Boyd will play for the Falcons in the fall of 2010. Now, let's go back to Dorothy.
Thanks, Carlos. Our final Falcon Fever Player of the Week for this semester is men's basketball star Freddie Little. In the past 3 games, Freddie had almost scored a total of 50 points. That's pretty awesome. If you would like to watch a replay of today's show or any other show of the past week, visit our website at montevallo.edu/MC or just look us up on YouTube by searching Falcon Fever. If you have any pictures of Montevallo on the road, please send them to us. You can send them to masscom00@gmail.com. Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Dorothy Sherman along with Carlos Barahona. Keep your eye on the ball and have a great and safe holiday season. We'll see you again next semester.